today, y'all, around like I'm at home, right? I'm cooling, and I hear the doorbell ring, right? So at first I'm like, fuck that shit. I ain't getting up. I'm gonna let one of my brothers go ahead and open it. But something get to telling me, something get to telling my soul, do not let your little brother go to the fucking door, G. Don't let your brothers go to the door. Go to the door and see what the fuck is going on yourself. So I was like, all right, fuck it. After I sat there and waited for like 30 seconds, I was like, fuck it. I got up, went to the door, y'all. And right as I'm finna get ready to go to the door, there's some motherfucking white man at the door. Mind you, he's standing back in the grass like a police officer would do. Y'all know how when the police come to the door and they come to get somebody, what they'll do is they'll ring and they'll knock and then they'll instantly step back. They will not stand on the porch. They won't stand on the porch and they won't stand near the porch. They're going to come down on the ground and you're going to look out the window and you're going to see them standing by the fucking, in the grass, just looking like this at the door. That's what bro was doing. So I'm looking at him like, I'm looking out the window like, man, hell no, because y'all got to understand, this motherfucker had combat boots on, military combat boots. Military combat boots, and there was no fucking car in the driveway, meaning that he was walking. He was walking. So I'm looking, and I'm like, damn, what the fuck this nigga got going on? And at first, I'm like, fuck that shit. I ain't opening the door. These niggas finna try to be on some bullshit. They finna try to do some goofy ass shit. So I'm like, hell nah. So bro, he stands there and he's just looking at the door for like 2 minutes straight, y'all. He was not leaving. He was determined for somebody to open the fucking door. So I'm like, damn, this nigga is not finna leave. So he comes back up the steps, y'all, and he rings and he knocks even fucking harder. Doom, 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 doom. So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, man, this nigga tripping. So what I did was I went on ahead and just opened the door. Mind you, he did the same thing this time. Beat on the door hard as fuck. And then he walked right back down the stairs and sat there like looking at the door trying to see, who the fuck come out. So I'm like, damn, nigga. I was thinking that shit. I was thinking it was about to go down. I ain't gonna need a lot of y'all. So I'm like, fuck. I open the door up. I tell my brothers to go upstairs because they at the door too. They like, who the fuck is beating on the door that hard? So I'm like, I motioned to him. I told him to go. Like, I ain't even tell him out loud. I just said, yo, go back upstairs, G. So I opened the fucking door, right? And bro, he just looked at me. He looked at me hard as fuck for like 10 seconds without saying nothing, y'all. He just looking at me like, and I'm like, what's up? What you need? What's up? And he just looking at me. And then he stumbles after like 10 seconds of just looking at me with his mouth open like, he's like, are you the homeowner of the house? And I'm like, nah. And he like, okay, I'll come back later. So bro just, he pimp off. He pimp off hard as fuck. This nigga didn't say nothing else. He just, mind you, he had a fucking like, what you call it? A tablet. A fucking tablet with him. So whatever the fuck he was doing, I don't know who the fuck he was, y'all. But I'm finna continue with the story. Because this ain't all that happened. So bro, he pimps off. Something in my head telling me, damn, these motherfuckers is coming door to door. These doggone, y'all know, niggas that's supposed to be forcing the shots, y'all know. These motherfuckers coming. I'm like, damn, the time is here already. I thought I had more time than that. So I'm like, damn. I hurried up and I hopped in my car, right? I knew somebody was in the neighborhood somewhere with a car. So I'm like, fuck in. I think. No, that ain't him. But, so what happened is, I hop in the car, right? And I look and he's at the house next door. He's talking to the fucking lady over there and he's, like taking notes and shit on the tablet and whatnot. So I'm like, damn, I'm watching him as long as I can without looking suspicious. So I'm kind of like, just eyeing him. Eventually I pull off because I start feeling like they knew that I was trying to see what was going on. Because he wouldn't tell me why the fuck he was there. Because, I'm 25 years old. You can tell me what the fuck going on. So he just look at me. He like, no, I'm 24, y'all. I'm finna turn 25. So I'm like, what's up? And he like, nah, I just come back later. So I'm like, all right. I close the door. I wait for like 5 or 10 minutes and then I come outside and I act like I'm finna get ready and pull off and go somewhere in my car. Just because I knew that the motherfucker was still, just to see what the fuck he was in. See if they had like some military shit out here or something. So I hop in the car and I span the block, right? Right down the street at the very beginning of my entrance to my street His motherfucking car is sitting right there on the side of the road, parked in an area to where there's no houses right there, right in between. It's parked there. So I see it. So I'm like, all right, I drive by real slow to try to kind of peep in the mirror to make sure nobody was in there before I really do my investigation. So nobody was in the car. So I'm like, all right, bet, that's his car right there. So I hurried up and I spin farther up the block and I whip around real quick. And I come back right now. I pull up to the car and I look, military fucking plates, y'all, from Nevada. Military plates from Nevada, y'all. The military is coming door to door right now, seeing who the fuck is in these houses. I don't know if they here for the vax or if they coming to try to, see about the guns. Cause y'all know we got both of that shit going on right now. I bet that's his car right there. So I hurried up and I spin farther up the block and I whip around real quick. And I come back right now. I pull up to the car and I look, military fucking plates, y'all, from Nevada. Military plates from Nevada, y'all. The military is coming door to door right now, seeing who the fuck is in these houses. I don't know if they here for the vax or if they coming to try to, see about the guns.